This morning we're starting a new round of reading with a new hashtag, Read This Today. Savannah just changed.
There we go. She made it. Well, so far, our book club has been a hit with authors and viewers across the country. We began with the Bones.
Find the time. I really
A lot of flights lately.
That's
so
true.
traveling,
That's good.
so it's where I catch up.
Look over here.
Yeah.
Hey guys. I'm so happy to be here.
You're going to be filling in for Willie and Al.
I am, and then I'm ending my night with Matt and Savannah. Take a disco nap because you're on my show tonight.
What's going on later? Explain that.
Yeah.
They're on Watch What Happens Live tonight.
Whoa.
You know,
Matt
you
and
usually
Savannah.
get people to dish on a lot of things that they don't want to dish about.
Yes.
You know why? Because they asked us, okay, you guys want to come on with? Sure. They're like, no, what's your cocktail?
That's all we do. We don't pre-interview our guests. We just want to know what cocktail you want.
You chose something so...
Well, don't give it away.
I'm not.
I
It's
just thought it would be a conversation starter.
Oh.
Okay. What it was Matt was like, you are so lame.
Apparently we can't give them away. I just went with a hardcore, good old cocktail.
Very good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Let's just say yours should have an umbrella in it.
No shame on an
no
umbrella.
judgment.
Absolutely.
True.
Anything on the beach?
No. Oh, Natalie.
No, it's not sex on the beach. It's not what you chose. Anyway, so you have your questions ready for us?
Yes.
Yes?
Absolutely.
You do?
Ready to go.
Are you going to be nice to us?
Absolutely. I'm nothing but nice.
Are we going to be talking about it tomorrow?
I hope so.
Yeah, these two are going to be drunk, spilling the beans.
Absolutely. They're going to be hungover. They're going to be fighting.
Actually, let's just announce the show will start at 8 o'clock tomorrow.
Perfect.
Because it's a late night for us to be up
right.
with you.
Have you ever had anybody get up and walk off the show?
5 seconds.
No, not yet.
No?
We'll see.
We'll be talking about that
He'll
tomorrow.
be walking off the show. We're back after your local news.
Well, if you thought the holidays were a good time to get a great deal, you may be surprised to know you can find even lower prices right now.
Stores are offering deep discounts on everything from huge TVs ahead of the Super Bowl to clothes and grills.
Well, here with the scoop on all the sales is retail analyst Hitha Prabhakar. Hitha, good morning.
Nice to see you guys.
You
Hi.
say this actually could be one of the best Januaries ever when it comes to sales.
So what they're trying to do now is get rid of all of that overstock. So what we are going to see as consumers are massive discounts.
And you say that you can actually negotiate at big major retailers.
Right.
How do you do that?
Well, you go into be nice about it.
Well, we did reach out to some retailers, Macy's and Walmart, and they say their policy is not to negotiate. So I guess some retailers are going to have different policies.
Right, and
but
they do
it doesn't hurt
price
to
match
ask.
as well, so which is another form of negotiation.
It doesn't hurt to ask.
Right.
What's the worst they can say is no.
Exactly,
Right?
exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
All right, Super Bowl right around the corner. A lot of people tend to go out this time of year and they buy the big flat screen TVs because the bigger the better. So is this the time?
You walk through a store like Best Buy now, there's tumbleweeds by the 3D section. So
True.
you got to wait.
All right, let's talk about some of the things you found here with clothes first. And you say jeans, and these jeans specifically from JCPenney, a great deal.
These are a great deal. These were originally $44. They are now marked down to $19.99.
Amazing.
I've been covering this for 5 months. I've been looking at all the prices. This is the best priced jeans that I could find. Now, these are also sold at JCPenney.
Okay.
They're the Arizona AZ jeans. They're priced on sale between $9 and $14.
I like
Just
You would
hot
look
pink.
very
I
very
like
cute.
the
A
hot
lady
pink.
in a hot pink jean, not clear. Sweater dresses.
Yeah, these sweater dresses. Now, a lot of these retailers are trying to get rid of their winter. Right.
Good time to stock up on the winter coats too, right?
Right. Well, now we're in the midst of a polar vortex, so if you don't have your winter coat now, and of course you can't leave the guys out. These are the New Balance sneakers.
Always.
Yes.
These are on sale for $35.99.
Wow, and you
right.
brought some stuff for kids?
Yes, these are toys.
We're out of time, Hitha, but thank you so much.
Thanks so
Appreciate
much.
it. Good stuff here. Coming up next, I'm going to get you caught up on all the news you need before you walk out the door. And then a little bit later on, if you're going through a midlife crisis, no, not yet. You're not there yet. We've got a model for you. We've got a car model, that is. But first, these messages.
Like a model.
Taking a look at the headlines. Dylan, thank you. Now, if you do have a movie pose that you want us to strike, keep it clean, people. Just hashtag Orange Room. Send us your suggestions. Maybe by the end of the show, if we're up to it, if we can do it. If it's humanly possible.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you're thinking about buying a new car this year and you need something with room for your large family.
Or you want a fun, sporty car to manage your midlife crisis.
Well, we found the best and the most affordable options to fit your needs. Ed Lowe is the editor-in-chief of Motor Trend magazine. Ed, good morning.
Good morning.
A lot of great news and great trends coming out of the Detroit Auto Car Show.
Absolutely.
So start up.
CTS and the Ram 1500, both American-made products.
Yeah.
Everybody wants an aluminum car. And there's a self-driving car, which kind of freaks me out.
Absolutely. Yeah, it freaks out a lot.
Okay, let's talk about family cars as we go through different categories. And one of the family cars that you say is a good one is the Mazda.
Van. Seat 6, dual sliding doors, and you can get rear seat entertainment and Bluetooth for your smartphone. Dodge Durango. You guys might have seen it on the Anchorman commercials, whatever. But it's it's a really big 3-row SUV. It can tow up to 6,000 pounds in the V6. It has over 50 seat combinations, 7-seater, great fuel economy. It's a really, truly a great SUV.
It drives like a car and not so much a truck,
Yes, not like
right?
a truck, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, now, for the college-age kid looking for a car, an interesting choice, the Honda Fit.
Yes.
Comes in a lot of different colors, I hear.
Yeah, so this one was announced at Detroit last week, and it's really a sort of a packaging miracle. You can, fold down the seats and have a flat load floor. It's cute, it's fun, it gets great fuel economy. They're claiming 36 miles per gallon combined. So yeah, really, and it's affordable.
We should mention that the Honda Fit, last year's model, or the 2014, I guess this year's model, did not perform well in the Insurance Highway or the Insurance Institute highway safety tests.
Yes.
But they say Honda got back to us and said they are making all the suggested changes for the 2015 model.
Exactly.
And might I suggest that this would be the appropriate car for Justin Bieber to be renting when he goes to Miami to
It's
joyride.
Yellow. It's still yellow.
It checks one of his boxes.
No drag racing in this one.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What about for empty nesters? What do you recommend for them?
You really can't go wrong with the all-new Ford Mustang. I mean, this is an American icon. It's a 50th anniversary this year. It's all new, lower, longer, leaner, fast car, yet great fuel economy too.
If you're Justin Bieber.
Absolutely.
The Mustang.
I agree.
Go American at least. All right, Ed Lowe, thanks so much.
Thank
Good
you.
stuff. Coming up next, ordinary people with extraordinary. This morning on Hope to It, real-life superheroes.
A group in West Virginia is bringing comic book icons to life to help children battling serious illnesses.
Well, they're called Heroes for Hire, and their mission is to inspire kids to find the hero within. Do you have kids at home? They're begging for a cute little puppy or maybe a little kitten like that, but you're stalled because you're actually worried about who's going to take care of it, right?
Well, you may be right, because not every pet is perfect for every family, although I want to say I just rescued the perfect dog named Waka, and he's adorable.
Your lives, but here with what you need to know to make the right choice for the kind of animal for you is dog trainer and pet expert Andrea Arden. Andrea, good morning.
Hey.
Good morning.
We should mention, by the way, all these animals are available for adoption at the New York Animal Rescue in Brooklyn.
Great.
Yes.
So what are the first things, if a family's considering adopting, rescuing, what's the first thing to consider?
Well, I think the first thing you just said is that just because an animal is so cute.
These are the highest maintenance right here. This one's about 8 weeks old. It's going to take a lot of work, but there's a lot of joy.
A lot of joy, and probably the biggest financial commitment, and that's really important to remember. And also, as cute as this puppy is, adorable, think to yourself, should you get a puppy for your family or maybe get an adult dog? You got an adult dog, right?
He's a year.
So an adult dog, and sometimes that's a little easier because you kind of skip over a little bit of the house training issues.
Where's your kitten going?
And then you could get a kitten. And here's an example that sometimes people think that cats are not social. They can be super playful and super social and a ton of fun.
And they're so much easier to take care of.
They are. You don't, if only for the fact you don't have to walk them.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly. And they're a little less expensive as well, I think, in terms of maintenance.
And so another nice option is a bird. Yeah, this is a cockatiel. Cockatiel and parakeets tend to be some of the interacting, and part of the thing that's important is to make sure that if you have an animal in an enclosure, I generally suggest you don't leave the enclosure in the child's room, because it means that you're not there to supervise when they interact.
Well, also, it could keep them up at night, and animals make
especially
a lot of noise
if you have a hamster.
too. A hamster,
and
they're nocturnal,
which,
right?
Yes.
Right.
This is one of my favorite animals in the entire world, a guinea pig.
It's cute.
Of the pocket pets, which are mice, guinea pigs, gerbils, I would I would have to say, okay, this is a great moment. I would have to say that this is one of the easiest keepers, and they tend to be super. He does not. They actually need protein, which means they need to eat meat. Tortoises don't. They're herbivores, so they do tend to be a little easier to keep. Also, the tanks are easier to take care of because they're not filled with water. You don't need a filter system. The one thing
on the boring side, a tortoise.
Oh, I think you just got a few people out there.
Okay. I apologize.
I would agree, but
Okay, no, but I mean, he's not doing a lot.
No, but they're
turtles
super,
that
super
No, I
cute.
know. I love. They're
No,
beautiful.
they're really, they're super
Look
cool.
at that
Yeah.
turtle.
And they tend not to bite, which
my
is
God.
great.
Gorgeous,
No.
right?
You want to give this one a kiss? No,
No.
actually,
Rub noses
I'm gonna,
with
I
that.
did that on purpose. You really should not kiss reptiles. There is a concern for salmonella. It's not a great concern as long as you're careful to wash your hands. That's one of the reasons why you need to be careful with little kids in the family,
Right.
because they tend to not have great impulse control and not be so good about washing their hands, so you need to watch over them. One of the most important things about turtles and tortoises, is that you need to make sure you get appropriate UV light. And that can be a little expensive. It can be about $30 to $100.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
the goldfish at the end is always a
Goldfish.
good starter
Yes.
price.
Yes.
So we don't have any more time for that. But thank you so much. If you are interested in adopting, again, any of these pets here except Julius, our goldfish, just head on to our website, today.com, for more information. If you do have any other questions about choosing a pet, just tweet with us using hashtag